Hello, welcome everybody on Nufi Design channel, and today I'm gonna teach you about relative and absolute cell references in Excel. So let's get started. First of all, I would like to share my screen with you. Here we go. I prepared for you a few examples because I believe that teaching by example is the most important thing. So in a first case, we need to add a total from quarters 1, 2, 3, and 4 and create data for our spreadsheet here. So there we go. I will use now my shortcut, keyboard shortcut, which is Alt =. There we go. Excel immediately understand that I wanted to create a total for those rows from B to E. So what will happen if I will drag this down? Oh my gosh. Excel immediately understand that I wanted to copy the same formula down. Perfect. What it means? It means that I created a formula for columns B and rows 5 and 5. You see, 5. Here I created the same formula, but for row 6. And here I created the same formula, but for row 7. And this flexibility, it's called relative cell reference. And it applies to many different formulas. As a second example of a relative cell reference, I prepared different formula where I had to multiply values from 2 columns. In this case, it was unit price was multiplied with quantity. And I had some total value here. And I copied the same formula down. And as you see, on whichever row I will click, the formula stays the same. And this is, again, relative cell reference. If we want to calculate absolute cell reference, we may think, okay, well, how I can do it? So maybe I need to apply my previous way of thinking, which was multiplying unit price times quantity and times our percentage, which is in this case, it is in cell, the value is in cell E8 and it's 7.5. So times E8, what will happen? We have some error here apparently, and why? The reason why, because there is no value here when we were copying, and we were not communicating clearly with Excel. So what I mean by that, I need to enter some special characters. And I'm stressing this out, and this is very, very important to remember about placement and adding special characters to Excel, because this is the only way to have to recognize the beauty of Excel. In this case, we need to add $sign. And there we go. As Excel immediately understand, hey, I would like this data, these values to be flexible, but please log value from cell E8. I want this value constant. And this is exactly what is called absolute cell reference, that we are creating formula and one part of our formula is constant, is locked. And the last thing what I would like to show you today is copying our data from one spreadsheet and pasting it to another spreadsheet. And there we go. First of all, Excel immediately understand what we've done here. and it calculates total in a blink of eye. And now what will happen if we will increase our total for barbecue sandwiches? Let's say that we sold apparently 57 of them. And there we go. Our total increased here, but also it increased in another spreadsheet, which is called total cost. So what I showed you, that I changed the values in one formula, but the formula and total works across spreadsheets. And this functionality, as other functionalities of relative and absolute cell values, are very, very useful, not only in your daily work at work, but when you're, for example, creating a personal budget for your home. I'm using this all the time, and I highly recommend you. And thank you for your attention today. And please make sure that you download your practice worksheet and you are studying relative and absolute cell references. Thank you.